Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the May 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month, Aries. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started here. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of May. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so let's get started there. Aries, you have a summary affirmation card of I feel desired. This is a pretty literal card. Feeling desired, feeling wanted. I am thinking there is some sort of connection to relationship here for these last few weeks or month. Again, of course, that desired and wanted energy. But let's see what messages we have coming through here for you. All right, some strong cards here for you. First, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the major arcana. It's a card of completing, completion, completing a goal, completing a lesson, completing a project, some sort of ending here that comes with the World card. This can also be a card of travel, but again, very much so a card of completion. I say ending, but like ending as in you've completed something. The next card that we have is the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, Aries, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. So not only was something completed, it was successfully completed. Also, it's like we're really in a period of joy and happiness here. And it seems pretty connected to the success and completion that we're feeling with that World card as well. Then at the bottom here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a card of low feelings. On the original deck of cards, it's like a dark sky and the person's laying down flat and there's a bunch of swords stuck into them. I do feel like it was like trial and error and a lot of effort to get to this point, Aries. So maybe not the easiest road traveled, but it does mean we got there, we got things completed, and now we're in a really kind of happy and joyous place. But again, I'm not saying the road to this point was easy. Let's take a look at clarifiers now and see what other messages we've got. First up, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting. It could have taken us a little bit longer to get to this point of completion, to get this wrapped up than we would have liked it to. This can also be a card of having to make a decision. So perhaps you had to make the decision to have this ending or have this completion. Some things have a natural ending, and some things, again, we drive that completion, that ending. This can also be a card of travel. So 2 travel cards paired together as well. So definitely some travel, it seems, in the last few weeks for you, Aries. Then at the next card here for clarifiers, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of success. So the Sun card is a success card. The Six of Wands is a success card. Definitely success in this completion and in this ending, which I really, really like to see. The Six of Wands also has meanings such as victory, award, recognition, and good news. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. Definitely going to that desired card, that relationship card there. The Two of Cups is a very romantic love card. It's a card of partnership, proposal. It can be a card of marriage. Definitely some love energy swirling around in all this. Not sure that it's all connected, but a little sprinkle of love in there for you, Aries. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to just general what's coming for May. We have the card I Will Surrender. I actually like the surrender card when I see it. I think it's a really good reminder, Aries, that oftentimes we're carrying this baggage. We're carrying things that are no longer serving us. We're carrying things that are no longer good for us. And it's the ability to put these things down and move forward. So potentially the need to surrender something here. Baggage gets really heavy and you don't need to be carrying that baggage with you. So again, potential for letting something go, surrendering something here. But let's see what messages we've got for May. The wand energy does feel really strong, so just want to call that out really quick. Typically wands are fire signs, and this is very creative. So just keep that in mind as you move through May, those fire signs and the importance of creativity. But first up, the Three of Wands. This is a card of teamwork, so I do feel like you could be partnering. Potentially you could be surrendering in the sense of like you were committed to doing it yourself and now we need support, so just keep that in mind. This is also a card of commerce though, so bringing in some money here, and a card of expansion. So expansion and growth, which we like to see. I will say that we do need to surrender something in it, or it definitely could hinder this expansion and growth that we're referring to. With the Three of Wands, this is also a travel card. So you've had lots of travel energy here, Aries, so potentially some more travel coming this month too. The next card that we have is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is rivalry, challenges, obstacles. I always tell people these are the bumps in the road that we're coming up against. So not the worst things, but not the best things. They are some sort of disagreement, some sort of challenge, some sort of obstacle. So we want to keep a pulse on those. I wouldn't say like surrender to the obstacles, but again, if there is something that's causing a reoccurring obstacle then, or a reoccurring challenge, then maybe we need to think about removing ourselves from that situation where it keeps coming up. At the bottom here we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. When I see this card, it's a card of needing to do some healing. We definitely need to surrender. We need to do some healing. This is kind of echoing that surrender message. Letting go of something that's not serving us here, something that's holding us back. Let's take a look at clarifiers here, Aries, and see what other messages we've got. First up, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a decision card. It's interesting because in this case, I feel like you may be having to make a decision without all the information. The blindfold is not always meaningful on this card, but I feel like it's meaningful in this situation. So I feel like it relates to money or growth. You may have to make a decision this month without knowing all the details. So just be aware of that. Always trust your gut and intuition, though, to navigate you through there. The next card that we have is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within for clarity. I always tell people the Hermit's about doing what feels good at your core, doing what feels good in your heart. And with the Hermit card, this is like about your personal truth, your spiritual illumination, your kind of own independent quest as a person, as a soul, and what you're here to do. Again, I feel like there is something that keeps coming up that's kind of holding you back from that, that's a limitation from that, and something we need to surrender from. Or surrender. Again, I'm not saying like give up because challenges keep coming up, but it's like remove or surrender that thing that is causing the challenges. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Swords. Both the horse and rider are moving very quickly on the Knight of Swords. This indicates a fast-paced change. So I like because this healing is going to happen fast. It's almost like instant gratification or instant reward here. So when we can surrender, when we can move away from this, we're going to get that change almost immediately, that healing almost immediately. So what's limiting you now won't be limiting you for long once we can pinpoint it and surrender here. Okay, Aries, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to start out with a quick money message. Your means of receiving money should always be aligned with the highest good of all. Receiving money from low vibrational means will keep you in a vibration to maintain that stream of income. So in this column, we'll talk about anything related to money, Aries. Thank Camera's a little crooked. Sorry about that. Okay, in this call, we'll talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. First up, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident. We'll get some more context as we continue to read through this, but confidence is key here, Aries. I'm not sure if there's a new undertaking or what's happening, but you need to go forward very confidently this month in terms of career and financial matters. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. I like this. If things have been slow for you, things are going to start to pick up. If you've been really busy, things will start to slow down for you. If you kind of been in like a rut of spending too, like things just kind of keep popping up one after another, this is a good indicator too. Things will slow down and ease up there for you with the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of moderation though, so keep that in mind too. Good for budgeting, saving money, spending in moderation. At the bottom here we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, self-respect. It's a very courageous card. It's a card of bravery with that lion on there. Again, we need to be confident. We need to be brave this month. It does feel like there's some new undertaking, but you have to go in with your head held so high and be so proud and confident here, Aries. But let's see what other messages we've got. First up, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. I was just saying I think something new is coming, and for something new to be coming, there has to be some sort of ending. So this is something wrapping up and coming to a close, and then the new opportunity that's coming through there. This is completing a goal, completing a lesson though, so this is carrying some wisdom forward too, which I like. But that should give you that ability to be very confident. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having to weigh options. A couple things here. So you may be faced with a couple different opportunities or directions to go from here. So definitely be sure to weigh options there. The other thing I'm going to say is like in terms of moderation and spending, or even like how you use your time, you kind of have to say like, okay, do I need this right now? Is this the right thing to do? So it's almost like consideration of all decisions and spending here. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card being a little bit non-committal. So you could be a little bit hesitant of this new opportunity, this new beginning. So just be aware. Again, you're kind of like on the fence, like do you commit, do you not commit? But you need to be confident, you need to be brave here. So you kind of have to push down that non-committal energy where you can and let that confidence and bravery shine through instead. Okay, next we're going to talk about love. So starting out with a quick love message here. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. In this column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aries. First, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. It does seem like there is some sort of information or some sort of secret you might not be aware of. So I don't think it's a bad secret, but like maybe somebody's pregnant or like they're going to introduce you to a new relationship or something. Feels positive though, for what it's worth. So it does seem like there's some sort of secret, but it's kind of a happy secret. So let me know what you find out. I'm curious. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is new idea, new information, new clarity. Again, there's a secret here, but it's like you're finding out the secret. So that's super exciting. And then at the bottom here, we have the King of Pentacles or the King of Coins. This is about being very solid, practical, and wise. This can also be an investment card. I do see, especially for those of you that are in a relationship, potentially the two of you could be making an investment together, and maybe this is the first time. For those of you that are not in a relationship, I could see you making an investment like with a friend or a family member. In general, this feels pretty good, but just again, keep in mind, be very solid, be very practical, be very wise. If something seems too good to be true, it's probably not true. So just kind of have realistic expectations. But I do see you like jointly going in on an investment with somebody. So kind of separate message here, but let's take a look and see what other clarifiers we've got going on. First, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is surprise gift. Again, there's some sort of secret, some sort of surprise that will come out. Again, it feels like a happy secret coming through as a surprise gift here. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, though, this is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. I do see you going in on this investment again with a partner or with a friend or family member. Generally speaking, the cards look really, really good, though. The King of Coins in itself is a great investment card. The Ace of Pentacles is a great investment card. And then we're going to throw the Nine of Pentacles in here, which is another great money card. The Nine of Pentacles is luxury, financial gain. It can be a card of self-sufficiency, so I don't necessarily know that you need to partner here, but I think you're going to. But anyways, good-looking relationships here. And good-looking investment. I know that's the love column, but sometimes you just read the cards where they fall, Aries. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, though, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Will Fight. I wish in the world that we didn't have to fight for things, but unfortunately that's just kind of the reality that we live in. So fighting's not like the worst thing. I just wish things came easier sometimes, and sometimes they don't. So it does seem like there's something we have to fight for. The nice thing is it's something you're passionate enough about to want to fight for it. So fighting for something, putting a little bit more effort in for something. But let's see what messages we've got in this final column. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, on your standard tarot deck, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly on this card. So something's coming fast. Be ready for something fast. Things are moving quick this month, Aries. The next card we have is the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of total love, total support, contentment. I always tell people the Ten of Cups is everything wonderful. It's everything that you want. So make sure you're fighting for this, that contentment, the everything that you want, all things good with the Ten of Cups. At the bottom here we have the Ace of Wands. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. This is new inspiration, new urge to create. It's almost like you have this idea of how to get content or how to get that total love, support, happiness to get where you want to be, and now it's like that ability to fight for it. I will say it's going to happen pretty quickly though, which is nice. It doesn't seem like a big long drawn out thing. First clarifier, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebratory card. Again, it's going to happen really quick, which is neat to see. You could be relying on some other people though, just because the timing of it and how quickly things happen. So you may need a little bit of help. You need somebody fighting in your corner here, Aries. The next card we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebrations. Again, this is going to happen really quickly. This is also a card though of family and friends. So I feel like you could be leveraging support only because things happen so fast. You need somebody to help fight with you here. The Ten of Swords is a card of feeling like you're in a low spot. So it's like you're feeling stuck here. You're feeling like you're not going anywhere. And bam, there's the opportunity you've been hoping for. So really nice final column. Now, Aries, let's take a look. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Four of Spades. This is number 49 card. This is going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Two of Hearts. This is number 19 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Nine of Spades. This is number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. So no yes, yes there for you, Aries. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. This month you have fluorite, which is good for order, structure. It helps you say no when needed, gives you clarity of thought, and gives you a healthy ego. Well, last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, you have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. Often we think we are helpless, but we are not. We always have the power of our minds. Claim and consciously use your power. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I hope you have a wonderful May.